What's this having and so like? At first it's awesome. Everything is new and exciting. You'll stay up late talking and getting to know each other on a deep level. You'll explore each other's bodies and figure out what each one likes and doesn't like. The first year or two you'll put on your best self and try to hide your insecurities. Eventually you'll get comfortable enough to show them your not so great side and your flaws, and you'll see theirs. Now you're completely comfortable with them. You'll fart in front of them and not be embarrassed. She'll quit shaving her legs in the winter and not wear makeup when you come over. You'll slowly quit doing the random sweet things for her because she's already yours and you don't have to impress her anymore. She'll quit making 3-course meals and start making boxed mac and cheese. Eventually you'll get married and have kids. You'll argue about whose turn it is to wake up with the baby. You'll diet together and try to lose the baby weight. You'll quit going on dates because you're too tired to go out, even if you have the opportunity. Eventually you'll realize you've been slacking and not treating your wife right, and you're setting a bad example for your son on how he should treat a woman. So you'll start taking care of yourself more, eating right, working out, writing sweet notes in your wife's lunch for her to find at work. You'll get more energy and get the love you show your wife right back because she'll realize she's been slacking too. Your kids will think you're gross when you kiss and show affection, but they'll understand it's a good thing one day. All in all, having a so is awesome if you pick the right one. Sure, there's ups and downs, but just remember it's not a competition. You don't keep score. You do things for them because you love them and they'll do the same. Having a so is literally dedicating your life to your best friend and trying to make them as happy as they make you. As my friend always said, love is a cooperative campaign, not PvP. It makes you feel like something other than a background character. Damn, this hit home. Been single for the better part of 2 years and yeah, you definitely start to feel like a side character or some kind of impermanent drifter. I've been single my whole life. Bruh, same, but I'm happy to say I'm at least trying. Trying and being rejected is better in a way than not trying at all. It's sort of good to know you'll never have that ugh, I should have at least tried feeling a few years after. What if you grow tired of being rejected every single time? Because I sure as shit have. I feel like I can't connect with anyone. Imagine having a best friend that is hot and willing to touch your junk. Not only touching your junk, moving it to obvious spots and getting annoyed that you can't find it because it's just right there. Sure, I don't know why I didn't see it under the stairs behind 3 rows of boxes that have nothing to do with what I'm looking for. God, I hate it when people move my penis to places I can't find it. It sucks. I need that shit, man. Stop putting it in random cupboards. Can be great when they are with you, almost always awful when they leave you. You should learn to be happy without one before you start dating to keep that from happening. Never works, my guy. I was a loner before I met her. It's different when our loner. I was fine being by myself for extended periods. With her, I can't stand not being with her for any more than a week. Yeah, I get you. I enjoy being by myself a whole lot. In fact, I prefer it. But with him somehow I don't mind having my alone time with him. It's like having a best friend, but you can share everything with them, including your wiener. Especially your wiener. But I had no idea Homer is a redditor too. My spouse started off by being my best friend for 5 years, and after a couple of failed attempts of her trying to sneakily suggest a relationship, I was head over heels in love and very oblivious to her feeling similarly. She asked me out. Our friendship did nothing but grow and strengthen over the years. We've been together for 12 years now, and our second anniversary is tomorrow. I have a friend that loves playing board games and video games, and cooking with me, and helping me clean the house, and genuinely loves seeing me every morning before work, and every night after work. We have our arguments which we settle immediately, because our communication tools require that we work it out instead of letting a problem get in our way. We've done therapy together, we've struggled in poverty together, we have seen each other's darkest moments and happiest days. I guess my thought on this is, because we focused on having an amazing friendship, my so and I have a partnership that is focused on our individual and collective needs. It's beautiful, it's genuine, it's work, it's fun. It's thinking not just about how pretty she is, it's about thinking about how healthy she is. I'm a very lucky person. Which bore James? Oh my, we have around 200. My current favorite is Betrayal Legacy. Her current favorite is Lords of Waterdeep. We have so many we catalog them by different types, playstyle, mechanics, game objective, so when we can't decide we just talk through what kind of game we want, and then narrow it down to a handful to choose from. Home. It feels like home. And every once in a while you get the irrational urge to run away from home, just like you did as a child, but coming back home is always good. AWW. Exactly this. Feeling whole no matter what. When you're having the absolute shittiest day, and I mean shit, you still feel safe in their arms. You still feel safe in their arms. Well, unless you're snuggling, and you get the dreaded numb arm. Then you have to do the hug and roll, and retreat to safety, to deal with the hell that is pins and needles / return of circulation. And you shimmy your butt against fizz, so you're still sorta touching. Or is it just us? I'm not the person you're replying to, but even when the room is hot as Hades at night I still have a foot or hand reaching out to touch my so as I fall asleep. Nothing better than the feeling of vulnerability, security, and closeness as you fall asleep sweating with your big toe on your partner's thigh laughing emoji. Accurate. I get the foot when it's too hot. Just her foot on my leg. Which is frequent, because I'm like a nuclear reactor most of the time. Still nice just to have some contact. A lot of responses that I've glanced at say something along the lines of it's like having a best friend, but with sex etc. I don't view it that way at all. I treat my friends and my best friends very differently than I treat my SO because to me, an SO is categorically different than any kind of friendship. To me, it's about a deeper understanding and a different type of vulnerability, something that is exclusive to a relationship, that is not any type of friendship. Glad you mentioned this. I have a lot of love for my friends. I'll share everything with them, but I don't want to have sex with them. It's a very clear line. My biggest struggle in dating has been that I've been able to feel emotionally fulfilled without a SO, but not sexually, so my experience feels superficial, because nobody wants to feel like that is their greatest value. To be emotionally fulfilled without an SO seems incredibly healthy. Depends. Some people feel like their life and soul are dead or dying, and others settle into their habits, because those habits don't drive your soul away. For me, it's coming home to love and acceptance. I never really changed, and neither did she, and we love it that way. You chose wisely. I'm in the same boat as you. It's a great frickin' boat. For me it is like being in a home with a lit fireplace, cozy, safe and warm. I didn't have a lot of stability growing up, but from the moment I started dating my husband I finally felt secure. When I'm at my very worst he is there supporting and encouraging me. This made me smile. I love the wholesome side of Reddit. I'm an introverted guy who's been single for about 3 years now. The thing I miss the most is just having that go-to person for everything. I've never had close enough relationships with friends or family to feel like that, and miss having that constant conversation you tend to develop with a SO. Imagine feeling comfortable being the person who you are when alone, but with someone else around too, and it's sort of like that. It is terrible when it ends though, and it still makes me sad to think she was plotting it out for months, while I saw no future without her. I still don't to some extent, but hindsight has shown that not everything was as perfect as I felt at the time. Man, I really feel you. Only been about a year for me, but the light at the end of the tunnel isn't getting any brighter. I've been blindsided twice. One relationship, yeah, I could see the issues in hindsight, but the last one hit so hard. I've accepted that I'll never know what happened, and that knowing probably wouldn't make me feel better anyways. You're right though. A lot of people don't understand how much it hurts to know in those last months you were happy, taking pictures, going on adventures, while the whole time they were looking for ways to let you down easy. That's just how it goes sometimes, I suppose. She left me for another dude, but I never got the full story. Ended up leaving. That dude, and last I heard, is married to some other guy now in another state, all in those last 3 years, lol. We went on a trip to Denver and Boulder, Colorado like 2 months before we split, and it really hurts to think she probably did not enjoy it like I did. Pain in the ass. You and the SO do, but stuff don't you? Smiley face. She was gentle at first, but I think she's just brought home something with a fucking kickstart.